Welcome to my vlog called Storytime with Jenna. I'm gonna talk a little bit about this awesome opportunity I got this semester, which was volunteering with the Regina Open Door Society. It was a pretty interesting experience, I would say. There was a lot of difficulties at first that made me really nervous and skeptical. It took a really long time to get started doing my volunteering. Oh my goodness, I was so frustrated. My initial meeting with my supervisor, he made me wait almost 2 hours and made me almost miss my history class. And I was stressed thinking, I don't know if I want to do this placement. They changed the times from days at work to me to times where I would have to rush right after class. And I just thought, I don't know if this is a good placement. And I was really frustrated with the disorganization. However, I kind of had a thought. I realized, you know what? It's similar to teaching. You're going to have people that really annoy the crap out of you, that are not organized, that ask you to be flexible, that maybe get you to do things you don't like. Like maybe somebody will try and force me to be like a basketball coach when I'm a teacher. And I don't really want to do it, but I know that it's the best thing to do to help out like the team. And I just, instead of getting frustrated, I thought of it as a positive thing, that my frustration with the organization could possibly teach me something. And it really did. I feel like it taught me what to not do actually when I become a teacher, how to not ignore people's time and how to better value their time and, you know, understand that, oh, maybe making them wait for an hour and a half is not the nicest thing to do, that it might stress them out further. And at first I was just a little hesitant. I've loved different cultures and different food and different languages for most of my life, but I just wasn't sure if I would connect with a lot of the refugees and immigrants, because I was worried. I'm very Christian, and most of the people at the Regina Open Door Society are very Muslim. They wear the hijab, they speak Arabic, and I was like, I don't know if they will be open to me. And I was actually super surprised that a lot of them were like super curious. They would ask me random questions and like would talk to me about how similar Christianity is to Islam. So my initial hesitation actually turned into something that I could kind of talk about, especially a lot of the girls that were in the 11th and 12th grade talked about how it was really hard to be super conservative and religious in their high schools with like people that like didn't really believe in any sort of religion. So I thought that was kind of cool, being able to relate to some of the girls. At first I did what's called homework help, so I would just go every Tuesday and Thursday, and I would basically sit there until either a student came and said, hey, can you help me with this? Or what started happening that gave me a lot of boost of confidence is I would walk in the door and a lot of kids would be fighting over who would get to work with me. And they would just be like, oh, Jenna, no, help me. So sometimes I'd be working with 3 kids at once because they really like to work with me. And that just really gave me a big confidence boost. And then what happened is they started noticing that a lot of the small children who were like 2 to like 8, 10, I'm not even sure how old all of them were because it would change so often. They needed someone to help do English with them. And I was like scared because I was like, I don't know what to do. Some people had really good English. Some kids knew like 2 words of English. And the one thing that I really thought would be cool to show is how you don't need a bunch of fancy equipment to teach kids English. I had a pen and paper, and I started with getting the kids to try and write down their names for me, and then I wrote down all the names of the kids so that I could remember their names, so I could build connection with them. And I started with simple things like doing a game of hangman, and I did that like 1, 2, 4 times. I would have way more of these as well. I didn't do it just 4 times. And I kind of did a lot of repetition, and I would ask them to give me, okay, words that start with P, S, because I wanted to see what they knew, not just go, oh, they probably don't know much, or oh, they know a ton. I wanted to see and pinpoint, okay, who needs a little bit of help with this, or who needs a little bit of help with that. And I even would just use very unique forms of communication. I'd write down the alphabet and I would try and get kids to see that, okay, this is your period, your comma. This is why we need to put sentences. space in between them. And if they needed help with spelling a word, I would point to the letters, because I, as an educator, think it's really important to not just tell kids what they need to know or assume they know things. I want to work with what my kids know and help them and be like a partner with them and help them do what they want to do. I encountered a lot of kids that they did not care about learning English. They did not want to. There'd be some days they'd be tired and cranky, and I would just say, okay, let's play Uno. And overall, I had a really good experience. It was really stressful at times because I got pushed to doing ESL help after homework help, and I would do all these different things. Each week it would like change. I'd work with different students, and it was really overwhelming at first, but I realized that I actually really liked that because it was never boring. I always got different exposure, and it was just a really fun experience to kind of challenge myself and realize all my insecurities about, will I be a good enough teacher? Can I still teach even though I have hearing loss? Kind of all went away when I realized kids were just there. They wanted to learn, I helped them learn, and we had lots of fun. So I hope you enjoyed my story time. And I just wanted to say that thanks for watching. And overall, my CBSL was just such a great experience. And see you next time.